In this video, we're going to tackle big multi-lane roundabouts. We're going to make it really simple and easy for you to understand. So let's just get straight into it. Here we go. Okay, so on this roundabout, we're going to take the 5th exit for Cranbourne. Again, we're looking out for these road signs. It's always the thing to be doing. And we can see it's going to be the right of these lanes. So centre mirror, right mirror, across we come. Now the lights are going red, so we're going to just gently come to a stop at the line. Now this first sign doesn't tell us anything about Cranbourne, but we are in the right lane and we're going to the 5th exit, so we're just going to stay in the right lane to start with. Trying to look ahead, I can just about see the next sign. It does tell us that we still want the right lane for Cranbourne as we get right round that corner. It tells us there's going to be 5 lanes past that second set of lights. I've probably fast forwarded the video at this point. Here we go. So centre mirror, left mirror, right mirror for Bob and Tom. Onto the roundabout we go. Okay, so coming round, keep it in the right lane. Yep, we definitely still want the right lane here. Okay, so as we come around the corner here, this next sign tells us that we want the left of the 3 lanes, but this lane is splitting into all 3 of them. So taking the centre mirror left. Okay, this is a perfect time now I've paused it to really explain to you what's going on here. The more you understand it, the easier going any direction on a roundabout like this will be, because you'll start to understand what to do and why. So we're going to Cranbourne, which from the sign is the left of these 3 lanes. Our lane is splitting into these 3 lanes. So as long as we go to the one we want as soon as possible, our position is our signal. Everyone will know where we're going and it should be safe. We're just going to be keeping these white lines on our left-hand side. And so that's effectively moving us from the inside of the roundabout out to 3 lanes from it, really safely and really carefully. What we've got to be careful of, though, is anybody that might be lost, anybody who's not maybe as confident as you're going to be soon, they might try and get over from this lane into the lane we're going along at the moment, because maybe they've seen the sign late or they really haven't got a clue what's going on. So although we're trying to do it perfectly, we've still got to watch out for people that might not be doing it so well. But yeah, let's unpause it and let's watch the rest of the journey through this roundabout. Mirror, little chin to shoulder check into this left lane. As we come past the 4th exit, centre mirror, left signal. Now we're keeping really left on the roundabout. The markings are keeping us over to the left-hand side. At this point, it's still 5 lanes. Got to leave room for 4 other cars to our right-hand side. Checking for Bob and Tom. Okay, so in this example, we're going to follow the road ahead, 4th exit for the town centre. So we're looking for signs and road markings. This very first sign tells us we can use lane 2 and 3 for the town centre. So we're going to go into this middle one, which is lane 2. Got a red traffic light ahead. So we're just going to remember that tyres and tarmac gap with the vehicle in front. Now, looking at the next sign on the roundabout, we're already planning ahead. It tells us the same information, that when we get on there, there's going to be 3 lanes and we want the middle one for town centre. So checking for Bob and Tom. Looking to the right, checking nobody's running a red light. Some people do, emergency vehicles. So looking even further ahead, we can see it's going to be 5 lanes and we need the 3rd of 5 lanes. So looking on the floor. So now we've paused it this time. Let's have a look at this in a bit more detail. It's a bit more complicated than the last one. So just behind us, it was 3 lanes at the traffic lights. You can see the lane that the van's in. That's the left lane and that's remaining the left lane. We've got 2 choices from our lane. We can either go into lane 2 or we can go into lane 3, which is what we want for where we're going on this example. And then you can see the 3rd lane back there is splitting into lane 4 and lane 5. Now we could be in lane 4 to go to A30. You can see the road markings on the floor. But because we're not overtaking anybody or turning right just after the roundabout, it's better for us to be in this 3rd lane so that when we come off the roundabout, we can come off in the left lane. In this example as well, is if you look at this roadwork sign, it tells us where we're heading, that the right lane of those 2 is going to be closing anyway. So in this example, this is definitely the best lane to be in. Let's unpause it and let's follow the rest of the roundabout through. We're allowed into the 3rd lane from here. Just checking on our right side in case there's anybody there. So we've gone past 2 exits. Looking at the road markings, we're A30 on the floor here. As we pass this one, centre mirror, left signal to come off. And we're merging because of the roadworks. So just a little check to make sure no one's trying to squeeze past me. Okay, so on this example, we're going to go 4th exit for Brighton Hill. So again, we're always looking for these signs telling us which lane we need. Having that extra information of where 4th exit is, which on this one, Brighton Hill, is really helpful. We can see that it's the right-hand lane. So centre mirror, right signal. And then we're going to cancel the signal. I'm going to remember my tyres and tarmac gap with this van. So we can see as we go onto the roundabout that the middle lane is going to be for Brighton Hill. So we're going to see where the road markings take us. The lights go green. It's really sunny today. That sun's really low. That's probably why I'm squinting loads. There we go. Centre mirror, left mirror, right mirror for Bob and Tom. Onto the roundabout. So we've got a choice of all 3 lanes from here. So we're going in the middle one. I've paused it again. You're probably getting used to where we're going now, but let me just explain it quickly. From this lane, we can go to any of these 3 lanes because it's our lane that's turning into all 3 of them. We're going to go straight to that middle one because this sign tells us that we need to go there. Definitely don't watch this silver van in front of us. Their lane positioning is all over the place, so definitely don't watch what they're up to. So let's unpause it. Mirror, left mirror, little chin to shoulder check to make sure it's safe. If we look across the roundabout, we need the 2nd lane for Brighton Hill. So centre mirror, left mirror. I've paused it once more. Hopefully you're really understanding what's going on now, but let me just point it out on this one. So we need to be in the 2nd lane because this sign is telling us the 2nd lane is best for Brighton Hill. You can see from our position that we can go to lane 2 and lane 3 from where we are. It's our lane that's opening up into those 2 lanes. So as long as we keep these white lines on our left-hand side, we'll naturally come round into that 2nd lane, ready for the Brighton Hill exit. Let's press play and let's watch the rest of it through. Remember, keep an eye on that silver van. See, he's already changing lanes again. He's obviously not sure where he's going and he's just changing lanes. It's people like them that we need to watch out for whilst we're looking at all these signs and road markings. Let's press play. Chin to shoulder check, coming round into this 2nd lane and then remembering our tyres and tarmac with this car. That's good. As we pass this 2nd exit, we're then going to be signalling left to come off the roundabout. The van up here did suddenly move into that middle lane, so he may be lost. He may want the same exit as us, so we're going to keep an eye on what happens there. No, he's gone round, that's fine. Keep it really left, because that's what the road markings are telling us to do. And we're done. Okay, so on this example, we're going to follow the road ahead, 3rd exit for Southam. Hopefully now you're understanding what to do on these roundabouts a little bit better. So let's watch this one without pausing and see if I go where you expect me to go. Let me know in the comments below if this video is helping you, and let me know if there's any other subjects you'd like us to make videos on. So let's see what the sign tells us is the best lane for that. Making sure it's safe to slow down. Looks like we need the middle of the 3 lanes. So we're gently braking. So remember my tyres and tarmac gap as we come to a stop behind this little black car. Okay, so the lights have been red a while, so I don't think they're going to be red for too much longer. Just keeping an eye out for movement to the right. Going to be checking for Bob and Tom before we move off. I can see the first sign on the roundabout that tells us that it's going to turn into 3 lanes and the middle one's going to be best for Southam. So we'll have a look at what the road markings do as we get around there. Okay, lights are changing. So centre mirror, left mirror, right mirror for Bob and Tom. Checking for any emergency vehicles that might be running a red light. And yeah, we can see these dots. They're keeping us in this middle lane. As we go past here, we can see we need the 2nd of 5 lanes. So centre mirror, left mirror, little chin to shoulder check, make sure it's safe. As we come around into this 2nd lane. So centre mirror, left signal for exit number 3, which is Southam. Keeping it nice and left because that's what the road markings are telling us to do. And round we go. On this short clip, I just want to show you how signs can be a bit misleading sometimes. They don't always get them right when they make these big clever roundabouts. So on this one, we're going to go ahead 2nd exit to Oakley. If you look at this sign, the left lane has got a left arrow on it, but it also says Oakley. We're going 2nd exit, so we're not going left, but we are going to Oakley. So they probably should have made this sign
with a left and a head arrow on this left lane. So as long as we're looking out for extra information like road names or town names or suburb areas, those sorts of things, then we can work out what the sign really means without getting lost or confused. Let's watch this video through. Won't take long. Let's see if it goes how you expect it to. So we're going into this left lane for Oakley. We're going to remember our tyres and tarmac gap with this white car in front of us. As we approach, we're going to fast forward the video to save a little bit of time, but you'll see my head moving around frantically. That's me just keeping an eye on my mirrors. I'm looking to the right for things like emergency vehicles, making sure it's going to be safe even when it's green. Okay, centre, left and right for Bob and Tom. Off we go. Keeping in the left lane of the 3 up here because we're going to Oakley. We're keeping these white lines on our right hand side next to our right side, and that's going to keep us in the left lane all the way around the roundabout until we come off. And then as we come off, new road, new mirrors, job done.
Okay, so on this example, we're following the road ahead, third exit for Brighton Hill. We can see from this sign that we need the right of the 2 lanes. Lights are going red, which is good because that's going to give me a chance to explain things to you a bit better. So as we stop at the line, it gives us a chance to look ahead. Now we can see to the left-hand side that the left lane goes round to the left. And we can see ahead that there's going to be 5 lanes, and the second of 5 is the one we want for Brighton Hill. So looking at the road markings, the left lane as we go past the first exit just goes up round up to the second exit, but we want lane 2 of 5. So we're going to get over into that second lane, and then we're going to keep an eye out for road markings and see if anything changes from that point. But it looks like that's all we're going to need from that point onwards. So keeping an eye out for when these lights might change. I can see the green light over there for the people coming around the roundabout, so I better see when ours is roughly going to change. There we go. So it's still green. Let's go in orange now. So I'm going to check for Bob and Tom. I'm going to wait for my green light. Check for Bob and Tom again because it was a while. Off we go. So checking my centre in the left mirror, just making sure it's safe to get into this second lane here. Coming around the roundabout. There's exit number 2. The road marking is taking us really nicely over to the left lane as we pass the second exit. Centre mirror, left signal. Keeping it nice and left. Become new road, new mirrors.
Thanks for watching. This is just one of many videos we've made on roundabouts, as well as lots of other subjects, including mock tests and manoeuvres. So go and check those out. Do subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up if this video has helped you. And thanks very much. Good luck with your test if it's coming up soon.